everybody.
Hello and welcome, travel advisors. Welcome back to lesson number 6 with our lovely Mike Archer. How you doing today, Mike?
I am well. It's typical fall in Seattle. It's the favorite word up here in the fall is dank. It's
Oh,
just cold and clammy and drizzly and typical Seattle fall weather. So don't anybody move here. We have enough people already.
okay.
So we're on lesson 6, everybody. We're on the home stretch, and we're on page 24, but we're not going to spend a lot of time there. So essentially, you've gathered a whole bunch of information. And what are you going to do with that information? Well, today I'm going to show you here's what you do with that information. And if you see over on page 25, you have a form that I've already filled out. But before we do that, so when you're talking about helping people achieve their goals and do their travel, when you're presenting to them, there's 3 things that you want to present. So you've uncovered a whole bunch of needs. All right. So you'll see over on the page 25, it says, because this was geared to archery and arrows and stuff, I had kind of target and specific arrow. But all week I've been revising the manual to make it a little bit more clear. And I've almost done with this. So on where it says kind of target, I want you to change that to client. And I'm updating this. So if any of you want the updated manual after I'm finished, just send me an email and I'll get it out to you by the end of the week. And then where it says specific arrow, what I want you to do is write in the word primary need. All right. So the primary thing that you're talking about. So in this case, our client is an extended family. And the client need, the primary need is they want to have a reunion or a get together. So you've got all this information that you've uncovered. Here is how you're going to present it. Go over to back to page 24 at the top where it says features, benefits, and proofs. A feature, so you've got a solution to their problem. All right. You have the solutions to what they need. How you present it is threefold. The first one is the feature. The feature is what it is. What are you looking at? Okay. The solution is what that does. And then the proof is you've made these 2 claims and these 2 statements. You've got to have the proof. All right. So here's how we're going to do that. Go back over to 24 to 25 and look at line 2, because this is the one that's on the test. So I want you to pay specific attention to that. So line 2 is you've identified that there's 3 or 4 generations that are going on this extended trip. All right. And you've also identified in line 1 that it's a family get together and you're going to present to them Carnival Cruise Lines. All right. So line 2 is they've got generational gap issues. And so the issue is keeping everybody occupied. How do you keep everybody happy? All right. So that's the need. That's the current condition. So the feature is onboard activities. There's all with Carnival Cruise Lines, and I'm sure all the other cruise lines as well, but specifically on Carnival and Disney, there's all kinds of stuff for everybody to do on those ships that keeps them occupied. All right. So that's the what it is. So I want you to look up where it says must match exactly up at the top, those arrows. So up here, what I want you to do is I want you to pay attention to this has to match exactly onboard activities. So what that says to you is I've got a gap issue onboard activities. It must match exactly. And now, once you say that, they're going to go in their brain, so what? Your response is, and you're going to say it just like this. How this helps you is what that means to you is it lets everybody spread out. All right. So during the day, they can go wherever they want. It's kind of hard to get in trouble on a ship. So it lets everybody spread out. And the proof is you can have ships photos, activities book. But what's even more valuable, if you've ever been on a cruise yourself, the next time you go on a cruise, what I want you to do is that daily sheet that they slip under your door every morning. I want you to compile all of those on your cruise so that you can show them. That becomes your new proof. So you can show them all of the activities that is there for the ship on that day. And it goes, it's for everybody. That's the key. That's your proof. Now, one of the things, like I told you, I'm updating this manual. One of the things that I want you to really pay attention to, and I want you to write these 3 words down, okay? This under feature is precise. You are precisely matching what that proof is, what that feature is to the stated or the desired need. All right. So under feature, you're going to write the word precise. In the updated manual, this will be there for you. The benefit is specific, which means the benefit must match what the onboard activities are. So that's specific. And under prove it, I want you to write the word required. All right. And again, this is in the updated manual. You are required to have a proof. Now, what's not in the manual, but I want you to make a note of it someplace. You must have it, although you may not need it or you may not use it. But if they question it and they want to see the proof, you've got it right there at your fingertips. So let's go down for example, under this. I did this when this was under COVID, but if you go down at the bottom, you can go travel insurance, protection for cancellations. And then if you've got a travel insurance policy, great. But everybody knows that there's travel policies out there and you probably don't need it. Archer Travel uses Tinleg. If Tinleg has some sort of a blank form, what I would do is download and print that out just to show it to them, where you can have the travel insurance. You don't need to read it to them, but you can just pull the policy out and show it to them. So that's how features, benefits, and proofs work. And that's what you're going to do with all of this. Okay. Okay, so now this is, remember, I told you that there was 2 ways to make money. So now on 25, this is generally regarded for travel. All right. On 26, this is the other way to make money, is recruiting for your downline. All right. So this isn't on, the other one that's on the test is, and I don't know why, but people get this one wrong all the time, because the question is, the question on the test is, so you're talking to somebody about coming into Evolution Travel, and they have a question about training. And I have no idea, but for some reason, people say they do the make more money, or they talk about Evolution and Archer Travel, but they don't talk about what the primary problem is that they don't know how to sell. All right. So the solution is sales training. There's a step-by-step process for how to sell. There's also how-to videos from the marketing people. And so and I put 2 things in here. One, the step-by-step process for learning how to sell, which is this program, this sales training manual. And the other one is all the how to sell videos. that are in the back office training. And the prove-its are right there. So this is one of the prove-its. Amanda, I want to bring you in here for a second.
Yes.
So I know that we have a bunch of these, and I know they live in the back office someplace.
Yes.
Would you show everybody where they are?
Yeah, of course. So all you have to do is go to your back office, click on the Travel Cafe, and the Travel Cafe is where we host all your travel resources. So back office, Travel Cafe, click resources, and then you'll see checklists, and you'll find all your checklists there, as well as we do post them every Sunday specific to the supplier of the week or what's going on that week. So for example, this last Sunday we posted the Sandals and Beaches Resorts qualify clients checklist. So you have tons at your availability.
Cool. Okay. So now what I want you to do is this. I want you to take all of your notes. Hopefully you've got some people that you're talking to now and you've got some notes and you're organizing a presentation. What I want you to do on page 27 is a blank form. I want you to print a bunch of those out, and to help yourself keep organized is I want you to take this with you along with whatever specific things, like if you can find something like this cruise client qualification checklist in the back office, print out those forms you need from the Travel Cafe in the back office, and plus include one of these blank forms on page 27. These are where you're going to make all your notes. So remember, in your asking questions phase, you are asking them all kinds of information, including your people, time, and money question. Those all go down on the left-hand column. You are not, I repeat, you are not going to try to fill out columns 2, 3, and 4 while you're there. That's what you're going to do when you come home. So what you're going to do is you're going to fill out all their needs and their concerns, and then you're going to tell them, okay, here's what I'm going to do. I've got column 1 filled up. What I'm going to do now is go home and fill out columns 2, 3, and 4 so that I can give you a complete travel package the next time we meet. So, and that's a good way to end it. So when would you like to get together again? It's only going to take me a day or two to put these together. When's a convenient time for me to come back? And then you just remember, you never ever leave the timing of any travel decision up to the client. It's always up to you. So print these out, and I will have, as I said, I'll have the updated manual in a couple of days. And if you want these new forms, just let me know and I'll send you the updated manual. Oh, again, what I forgot to tell you is this is also part of Jose's training, where Jose and I coordinate together. On his part is the research, select, and follow-up. So he goes into detail on the travel side. I'm helping you out on the travel and the recruiting side. This right here, this is the bedrock of the science of selling. You've asked all the questions. You're going to now, you know what the answers are. You're just now going to organize all of this. So here's the other one. It's a 2-page form. And that's it. This lesson is short and sweet, because what it's doing is you are now going to summarize everything that I wanted to talk to you about through the whole course. Now, what I want to do though is I want to go back on this blank form. So let's say that I'm in this form right here and I made everything. If you want to really show your stuff and really show them how professional you are, we didn't talk about this last week, but because I wanted to make sure that I hammered it home on this week. But when you're talking to them, one of the things that you can do in your summary statement, do you know enough? If you can get these things, so in your summary statement, you go, okay, we've talked about this, and this. Of all of these things that we've talked about, give me the top 3 things that you have the most concern about. So those are the first things we'll talk about when I come back. And it could be So let's say the first issue is everybody is spread out because they're all over the country. We got to bring them together. So that's number one. Number two could be, if it was COVID, it would have been travel insurance. And then maybe number three might have been, well, we've got these age gap issues we need to address. Doesn't matter what it is, but if you want to really show your professionalism, if you can get them to prioritize it, that lets them know that one, you're listening to them, and two, you're understanding everything that they're telling you. And that's one of the key things to be a really, really good salesperson, not just a good travel agent, but a good salesperson. You are letting them know you're hearing them, you're understanding them, and you're also assuring them that you have the solution for all of their needs. That's it. This is a short and sweet one. Does anybody have any questions about anything at all, Amanda?
Perfect. Just people were saying they'd like to have the updated manual in PDF. So you guys feel free to email Mike and he can send that over to you. Is that correct, Mike?
It is. Just send me an email, mike@archertravel.com. And I'm not going to have this done I'll have it done tomorrow. I'm still working on it. I'm still making some final things. So I will send everybody a completely revised manual, and I'll have some notes on some of the other things that I changed that will help you with the test, and also some of your basic understanding from some of the previous lessons. So that's it for today. Send me an email. I'll keep it in my storage, and then I'll get all this stuff out to everybody tomorrow.
Yeah, and the email is on the screen, as you can see, mike@archertravel.com. I also put it in chat, so feel free to use that or take down Mike's number if you're a phone caller. Some people like to have a quick phone call first, so that's Mike's number as well, and he can help you with that as well. Right, Mike?
That's it. I'm sitting here. I'm a fat, dumb, retired guy. I'm looking for stuff to do, so let me help you out. All right, guys. That's it. I'll see everybody next week for the final lesson. Then I'll give you the instructions on how to get the test. All right. See ya.